Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm Christina. We are going to update my work planner for June because it is time to do so. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I think the biggest change I'm going to make for the overall setup of this is I am going to change my cover. This is a replica cover of the Louis Vuitton desk agenda. I currently, unfortunately, I do not have a link, but if I can find one, I will add it. The link that I've had is I've added it twice and it expired twice. I got it from DHgate, if I'm being transparent, and so stuff moves around a lot on DHgate, and so I haven't been able to find the link that sticks. But if you type in designer desk agenda, that's I think what I typed in when I got this. That might work for you. But yeah, it's time to change the cover up. I will be back to this. You will see this again very soon. But the other half letter cover, because this is a half letter planner, the other cover that I have is let me get all the stuff out of it. It is a Poi&Hun half letter, obviously cover in croc in this. I forgot what they call this. It's like mint or like sage. I think that's the color. And I feel like this is just perfect for June. So we're going to change the cover. I'm keeping the disc the same. I'm keeping mostly everything the same. I might actually change this cover. I don't know yet. I also don't know if I need this plastic piece. I have that plastic piece in there to keep, but then I'm getting rid of my pin loop. Let's just keep the plastic piece on. This plastic piece is so I can shove this planner easily in and out of a back pocket without having to adjust a lot of things. Let's see. Yeah, the cover that closes pretty well. It's kind of thick, so I might need to take out some things, but I added some things recently, which is why I think it's thick. Okay, so let's just start from the top and we'll get back to the pockets. I have these dashboards that I added pretty recently. It was in April from Sort Stuff Out on Etsy. The shop will be linked below. I love this dashboard in particular, and I feel like now with the green, like I don't even want to change it. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Let's come back to dashboards. I also made some updates with how I actually use the planner, just some small ones, and so we can talk through that as well, because if not, it might be kind of a short, boring video. So dashboard, have my 2024 dashboard from Noted Co. I have this calendar taped on the back from a paper co, just so I can see the year at a glance. I have my inbox section. This is actually the biggest, not the biggest, one of the bigger sections I've made an update to. So I've always had this dashboard here from Poi&Hun. I've always had some sticky notes here, but what I am trying to do, y'all, is I'm trying to minimize or get rid of my use of this. So this is a Live Love Posh notebook. It's A5 size croc. I love this so much, but what happens is because I really like my work planner to be neat and tidy, so what I've been doing is I've been scribbling notes in here. I don't know if you can see this, like this is actual scribble, right? Like, I don't know if you can see this, but I scribble in here and then I transfer the notes that I need into my planner, and it's becoming kind of taxing, and then stuff doesn't get transferred, or I don't do it on time, or whatever it is, and it's just not an efficient process. I'm all this year about simplifying and efficiency. So what I'm actually going to do is use the inbox tab for its purpose. I am going to scribble notes here, put them into the area of the planner they need to go, and then I can transcribe them, remove them over as needed. So I have a couple different sticky notes here. They're all from Cloth and Paper. I think you saw them when I had all this stuff on my desk. I have this one. This is the Planning in Threes. I believe this came in the March or April subscription box from Cloth and Paper. And then I have this palette, volume 1 in Gore, Mojito, and Cypress colors, the circle ones that I really, really like. So that's what you see here. And I have multiple sticky notes of each, so I can scribble, pull one out, and add it to where it needs to go. It also kind of matches this kind of like neutral theme that I have. I think I mentioned already, I've been talking for so long I can't remember. I have some more dashboards coming from Sort Stuff Out, so probably next month is when I will update everything to maybe like a different color palette. We'll see. On the back, I have some cloth and paper, more cloth and paper, sticky notes. These are the Ivy Lee method ones. I love this because I can just grab one, write down like the main things I need to do for the day and get it done. I also have an inbox section, which I haven't really been updating this, but I'm going to get back to it, of like things I really need to work on. And that's the whole inbox section. So the biggest, I keep saying the biggest, it's not, these are not big changes, y'all. These are the same things that I've been doing. But the section that needs a lot of help every month is the monthly section, obviously, because that is where all of my stuff goes. I'm currently using the workweek agenda by Poi&Hun, and the interesting thing about this layout or these inserts is that all the months are together and then all the weeks are together. So I've had to get creative in how I separate things, but it's been working so far. Took some time last month and got all of my inserts on a set of discs so I don't have to be so chaotic about this. So this is the May monthly that I'm going to be taking out, and I'm trying to figure out, yeah, I'm just keeping these in chronological order. So April, May, I'm going to put the dashboard back. We are going to put the inserts back. Actually, let me pull out June before I forget. We in June monthly. Okay, and then this is the rest of the June month weekly. I'll show you what this all looks like together in a second. These discs are really full. I didn't realize I added so much stuff. Okay, so let me go back to the monthly section. We are going to put on this dashboard. This dashboard is from Noted Co. It's like a velvet color, or feel, not color. It's white, obviously. It's really pretty. And then I have this monthly section. I really like this. I haven't really used it very well, but it has a master notes section. So for like main notes with like my manager, that sort of thing. It has a calendar here, so I can write major things that are coming up in the month. And it has like a focus section, so I can like break down each section with admin tasks and all that type of stuff. So I really like it. This dashboard here, this helps me separate the monthly from the weekly, since, as I mentioned before, it runs continuously throughout. So let me take out my May pages, and let me show you why I need it. Is because, as you can see, like this is my last page for the week, the last week of May, but the first part of June this week is on it, and so I have to keep this in here. So I just keep this dashboard and just use a little paper clip, and it helps me kind of separate. And then I have this little page marker. This is also from Cloth and Paper, that same box that these came in, and I use this to put my monthly on my monthly, so I can just flip to it if I need to. But most of the time I'm here, and my today bookmark from Poi&Hun goes in here. I'm a Poi&Hun fan this year, y'all. I'm a fangirl. Okay, and now I have all of June in here. I was thinking about adding July, but honestly, I have a lot of stuff in here, so I don't think I can right now. Again, I think I'm going to leave my dashboards the same this time. I was kind of hoping to change them, but I just recently did my sort stuff out order, so stay tuned next month. Hopefully I'll be able to change them then. This next section is my project section. Not a lot has changed in this section. I have not really used these sheets a whole lot, but I like having them in here. I have project sheets, I also have brain dump and idea sheets, which are really helpful. One thing that I did add are these meeting note sheets. So these are half letter size. They're also from Poi&Hun. These actually came on a pad, and I just punched them myself, but I really like these, and these kind of go along with the updates I made to my dashboard. Because when I'm in meetings, I was using that A5 notebook from Live Love Posh that I showed you and was scribbling stuff down. But now I can actually scribble it in here in my planner, and it can stay in my planner, which is the whole point of having this planner. So I really want to use these more, and I think they'll really be super helpful. So I added some to the the project section. because a lot of when I'm in meetings they're about projects. And then I can throw these away, or I can like continue them on the back, or I can keep them if I needed to, etc. Next is my goals section. There isn't a lot going on in here, to be honest. I have a couple things that I need to work on in here. I had this from my last role that I kept in, and I have some notes that I've made for this quarter. I can't believe this quarter's already over. I have kind of changed these layouts up, kind of freaked them, if you will, to work for me. These are also from Cloth and Paper, and I just haven't really jumped into it, but I need to get into it. I have some priority matrix ones and some goal setting things, and then how to like do some big goals and break them down into smaller goals. So hopefully this section gets a little more love, because I have a lot of goals for this role and for my job. I just need to get to them. Next is the miscellaneous section, and this is where I think a lot of the bulk is coming from. Yeah, this section is almost as big as all the other ones put together, because I added a lot of note pages. So obviously miscellaneous, this is notes. So I have some other things going on. I've got some notes here, some kind of projecty notes here that actually probably should move to the project section. I have some like skinny pages that I actually cut down. These were classic skinny pages from Cloth and Paper, and as you can see, like they're not cut perfectly, but I cut them down to fit the half letter, just for like lists and things like that. I have one somewhere in my planner that I'm using as a parking lot. Well, started to use as a parking lot, haven't used it yet. Here's an example of the meeting notes sheet that I used. I used this last week. I didn't add a date on it because I really should show you this way, because this is something that's kind of ongoing. So I can add a date, but I think I'll actually probably use the same sheet for going into this week as well. And then some more note pages from Cloth and Paper. I think this is the Cornell style. And then I have a Cornell notes sheet from Poi&Hun. They also came on a pad, very much like that meeting note one, and I just punched them and put them in here so I have something to take notes. Basically, I want to keep all of my notes in this planner. That's the goal. And then I have lists. So these are list sheets and dot grid that came with the work week agenda. I just pulled some from the back and added them in. And I also have some daily sheets. This is where a lot of the bulk is coming in. Cloth and paper is really thick, and I think that's where this is coming from. But these are daily sheets. This came in the most recent Cloth and Paper subscription box, the grid one, and I really like these. There's like a variety of different styles of them, which I thought was really helpful. So this one's a little more generalized, just focus on like tasks. This has a notes section with the tasks. This has an hourly section with a blank section on the bottom to write whatever, to map out something. I really like that. And then this one is similar, but it breaks it down in a little bit different way. So you have like the 1 to 12 and then a bigger section, which is really helpful. I think probably I can take some of these out. I think that's probably what's making this pretty bulky. But then I just have one of everything, which probably isn't terrible. And I could probably thin out this section. Just trying to thin this out just a little bit. How many pages do I have of this? 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 notes. The notes I've already taken. Parking lot stuff. For those of you who aren't familiar with like using the term parking lot, it's like the stuff that like comes up in my brain, but it's not time for me to work on it yet, or I just need to park it somewhere until I can get back to it. So that, I guess, probably thinned it out a little bit. It's still pretty full. These discs are full. I might have to work on that a little bit more on what I can get rid of. Anyway, so then I have this tab that says don't forget, and this is stuff that I want to keep confidential on camera, or just stuff that I want to be mindful of sharing widely. I have an extra page back here I can get rid of. So that is really the work planner, y'all. It's staying pretty consistent. I meant to show you how my spreads have been looking. I have been enjoying decorating them, and I have been consistent in decorating them. Let me show you what May looked like. This is not a planner that I've usually flipped through at the end of the year, so I can show you now. So this is April. This is when I started using the planner. It was in the middle of April, getting back into it with a new role because I had been laid off for a few months, so this planner was not getting any love. So sorry, I should have used, told you what stickers. So these are Shirley ink, I believe. This is Live Love Posh. This is Paper, Simple Paper Co. This is According to Allie. I really like this spread, didn't use it a whole lot. This, I really love this spread. This is Caitlin Plans. I love these stickers. Caitlin, I love her aesthetic. It's just a vibe. And then this is Planet Derby. I cannot think of that for a second. Planet Derby florals, wood, dragonflies, all of that. And then this is Aesthetic Plans. There's a lot going on with Aesthetic Plans, but I really like this one a lot as well. So it's just about keeping it simple and still keeping it functional. If I'm being very honest, I think that this layout works, but I also think I could even be more simplified in my layout. I think what I really need, all in all, is just a section to write my meeting stuff and a section for notes. This is pretty detailed, which in this role I don't think I need quite as much. So in 2025, I'll be on the hunt for maybe a more simplified layout. I already have my eye on one that I'm kind of thinking about, but I love that this is Monday through Friday. I really hate when I have a Saturday, Sunday section that is just being wasted. If I can easily cover it up, that's one thing, but I don't want to just waste, you know, a half of a page of a layout on the weekend when I don't work on the weekends unless I just want to. So that is the planner. In the back, I have this little pocket thing, which I don't really need, if I'm being honest. It does absolutely nothing to add decoration. I'll see how much it's adding to thickness. I might want to take it out. But I have some little journaling cards in here from all over the place. Poi&Hun, cloth and paper. I have a color key on the back. This is supposed to be for my calendars, which I have not been using, so I need to do that. I have a project planning sheet from my old roll that I wanted to keep just as an example. And then I have this pocket. This actually is what's adding to it. This is from May Paper Co. It is a little pocket for me to keep things in. I probably don't need this, at least not right now. This planner doesn't really go anywhere super important that I would need that pocket. It's still thick, y'all. I don't know, maybe I need to put something on this to kind of train this to close. I'll probably take this plastic off. Is anybody else like hate taking plastic off of things? I leave the plastic on everything if I can help it. It's really annoying. My kids like hate it. Oh God, y'all, this is a vibe though, right? So I have the strategic cover, and I'm wondering, I do have a different cover that I was thinking about switching over to. It says agenda on it, but that strategic just looks so good. I don't know, let's try it. This is from Noted Co. It's like the glass vibe, but see, it has plastic on it, or the back has plastic on it, not the front. That's interesting. I don't know, y'all, that looks really good too. Let's do it. Okay, let's take this one off. It's similar in thickness, so it'll probably be fine. I hope it doesn't get scratched up. That's my one thing about these covers, is sometimes they get really scratchy. Y'all know what I could have done? All right, hold on. Before I finish this, I have that dashboard from Cloth and Paper. I know not everybody loved it. I thought it was pretty awesome. It's the fluted one. I could have did the fluted. No, maybe not for this. Put that back. Okay, it's very clean. It's very, let me take the plastic off. I hate doing it, but I'm going to. Okay, I have that. This does not have a pin loop on it. I added a pin loop to this one, but I don't really know if I need it, to be honest. I think I'll just keep that on there and make sure that it closes, because like this doesn't really leave my desk. Okay, let me add all my little pieces back in. I don't really think I want to change any of that right this second. Maybe when I change the aesthetic of the planner, that makes more sense. But I'm gonna just kind of fill the pockets with what I had there before. I have some more note sheets that I'm gonna shove in the back. These are from Cloth and Paper. It's a little pad. Maybe I'll just shove them in here. It also makes that a little bit tighter for me for my planner. And then I have the stickers that I mentioned. I have the sticky notes, which I actually don't know if I need them in my planner. I think I'll keep them out. A little back here. I don't know, maybe here. I don't really use those note sheets that often. And a little pocket decor here. And that, y'all, is my work planner. I think I'm gonna put something on top of it to kind of train it to close, because I have never used this cover before, but I really like this. The vibe is there. I probably need a paper clip for this, or maybe I can fit this in here. I don't know, we'll see. We'll have to figure it out. But for now, this is what it looks like. I have the new cover here. I have this new cover here. And it's the greens is just giving June. I really, really love green for June and May. So we'll see what it ends up being for July. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. You can also head over to my Instagram, exo.christina is where I'm at over there to see more plannery things. Stay tuned for a plan with me in my work planner coming very soon. Thank you again for hanging out with me. I appreciate you being here, and I hope to be planning with you very, very soon. XO. Bye, guys.